So, do you ever, like middle of the afternoon, you just start craving something salty or something sweet, or you have this little habit of like, around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I just need to go grab a coffee and maybe a little muffin or something. I just need something, a little something. I have people that are in our nutrition group that we're working with right now, who they think that just grabbing a cookie or a cracker or something to settle their stomach or to get them through to the next meal doesn't really count. Like it's just a cracker. Even my own mother will be like, I'm just a little, I'm not really hungry. I don't really need anything to eat, but I feel like I need to put something on my stomach. And she'll grab a cracker. And I've often wondered why we justify those things. Like how in our head do we think, well, I don't really need to eat, or I'm not hungry, but I need a cracker, or I need a little cookie, or I'm feeling a little peckish this afternoon, so I'll just have a little, a little something from the coffee shop and a coffee to kind of hold me over. And why is it that happens? Why do we do that? And what is the outcome of doing that? So I want to address that here today in this video. So one of the first things you have to understand about the body chemistry is that the body is going to do whatever it has to do to survive. And although in your head you might be thinking, well, I eat a whole lot. Like I ate too much for dinner last night, and today I'm just going to back off the calories. I'm going to eat less today because I really was quote unquote bad yesterday. And you end up not eating breakfast, and then for lunch you're like, well, I'll just have a little salad. And then by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you start getting these little cravings. Your stomach's upset, you're feeling a little weak or whatever, and you're like, well, I'll just have a little coffee and a cookie or something. You see, the body, the brain, the chemistry of the body is designed such that it's saying, you're not feeding me. The body doesn't take stock that you overfed it yesterday and holds on to that and stores those calories as like, I'm going to keep this energy for later on. You see, there's a difference in that energy. That energy is actually carbohydrates. Like the body needs fuel. When you overeat and you don't use those calories, the body converts whatever that is to fat. And that's for that long-term storage system. But the body immediately, when you start getting that little hunger pain or that little upset stomach or whatever, because you think that you shouldn't eat as much today, your brain actually sends out these little signals that said, I need quick energy, I need glycogen. And glycogen comes from quick sugars, and sugars come from cookies and crackers and all of those sugary things that you put in your body. You get coffee with a little bit of sweetener in it or whatever. That's the body's way of telling you need food. But you see, we're like, oh, I ate too much yesterday. I'm not going to eat any food right now. I'll just wait until dinner. So as I'm sitting here right now, I'm literally sitting looking at my fourth meal of the day. It's 2 p.m. where I'm at, and I'm looking at my fourth meal. Now, most people don't eat 2 meals a day, much less 4 by the time 2 o'clock rolls around. And actually, I'm a little bit late with this one. I should have had this one an hour ago. So I thought about this when I was making this meal, was like, why is it that we don't understand that craving, and why is it that we're not getting this? And I truly attribute this, like everything, back to the diet culture telling us that we need to eat less. If we ate a lot last night, or we ate something that we quote unquote think is bad for us, then tomorrow we should not eat as much. And it doesn't work that way. Instead, the body continually needs those calories in order to fuel itself. And so it's going to keep sending out those little signals saying you need something else, you need something else. So how do we fix this? How do we stop this bad cycle of needing these quick carbohydrates, these cheap foods, these processed sugars that our body learns to crave? Not to even mention that sugar is an addictive issue, as an addictive food property. So not only is the body craving it, but now you begin to crave it more because sugar is so addictive. So how do we fix this problem? Well, there's a really simple way to fix this. And that involves understanding how much food you need to eat overall. And stop listening to the diet culture in general saying that you need to eat less, because that's not the answer. I've shared with you guys before a graphic where I was eating 1,600 calories and I was 300 pounds. And today I eat over 4,000 calories and I'm the healthiest, one of the healthiest shapes I've ever been in my life. And it's because I learned how the body needs to be fueled properly in order to stop the storage mechanism, but also fuel my body enough to do what I'm asking it to do. You see, I don't get tired. I don't get hungry. I don't get cravings. None of that stuff happens in my body. And the reason is because I eat so frequently and I eat the macronutrients that my body needs. And that's a lot of food. People don't realize how much food you actually have to eat in order to do that. So as I'm getting ready to eat my fourth meal of the day, I'm actually really hungry because my body is behind. It needs calories to get through the rest of the day. By the time I'm finished, I will have eaten probably 8 meals today, totaling over 4,000 calories. And when I stop and talk to you guys about what you're doing, some of you barely break 1,200 calories a day, and you think it's because you're not as active as me, or you're older than me, or you're smaller than me. But 1,200 calories isn't enough to even begin to fuel your body, and that's why you have upset stomachs. That's why you crave crackers. That's why you crave coffee. That's why you crave the things that you do, and why your stomach isn't feeling great when you do it. So instead of doing these things, let us help you learn how to eat properly. Let us help you understand how your macros should work and how often you should be eating to get the results that you need. I promise you, if you just do a little bit of work with this and get on a schedule, it takes time, it takes practice, it takes work, it takes tracking, and it takes some dedication to get it. But once you get it, my food is always ready, I'm always prepared, and I always have something to eat and I'm ready to go. So that's today's topic. I want you guys to learn to eat better, not less. That's the take-home message for today. I hope you guys have a great one. I'll see you next time.